They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Let me have some fun.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throw whips. Charges in with authority. Still slugging it out here. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Does a good job of pushing back. Taking stock. Takes a big gamble and rips a KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. Gets the knockdown, and now dashes forward. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter. Shinku Hadouken! Their life is hanging by a thread. They were right to be on guard there. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Finishes with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. The last one. Low heavy. Bumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive boost. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What'll happen? Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. And it is on. Taking chunk throws them. Amazing. All with the low. This can lead to some big damage. What now? Notice charges up the plasma. Player 1, crushes the shin. They are done. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 2 chases them down. One chance here may end this match. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corp. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Both fighters planning something? Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. They're going for the super art? Gotta be careful in there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Jump in finds the mark. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Just goes for gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Sticks the combo. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Fires without warning. Their spacing is so on point right here. But who's gonna blink first? The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 has a big, raw super art incoming. Player 1 will need to play it conservative. Burnout activates. Kick out of nowhere. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open with low heavy. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods pick? This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start. This can lead to some big damage. Both charges up the over in a flash. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets the jump in. Experiencing burnout. Parries the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Sticks the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? From upstairs, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Left off a projectile to waste time. The low heavy hit. Jump in finds the mark. Still slugging it out here. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Denies the attack, and parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Gets a chance with that jump in. Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Life lead open, gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. Hits him with a stop and pop. Shinku Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? The low. Just goes for it at this range. Gets carried to the corner. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Prioritizing the side switch over damage. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Low heavy. Player 1 can't. That was the highest if I've ever seen one. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open. This is gonna hurt. There's a burnout. A jump. Shrugs that off. Shinku Hadouken. Pokes with a kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Sets up with the jump in. Connects with the throw. A real flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Low heavy. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Gets out of the corner. They were ready for the air attack. Backs them into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Gets the jump in. Side switch in the corner. A quick breather. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juice KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack and player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The super armor does its job. Great work finding the opening. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Life lead opens up. Jump? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. They're both that fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Oh, how did they spot that? Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Risky up-close scrap still going. They return to center stage. Good old slap. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Get them with a quick low kick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opts to create space to start. The last round, it's now or never. Sets up with the jump in. The super doesn't hit. They were waiting for it. Switch sides. Steals back a chance. Player two, this unleashes some big damage. What now? Grabs them. Pancake time. This is gonna hurt. Nothing stops this train. There's a burnout. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. Player one. Oh, they got him. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Good old slaps. Jumps up. Will that drive impact get punished? You do not want to whiff an impact. Still slugging it out here. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Player one needs to deal with, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes a trip. Can't tech the throw. Player one in trouble with no drive. Oicho! It's too much. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Good old slaps. Big man's coming for you. Going in, fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player one is in a pretty good situation, experiencing burnout. Jumps in. Life leap, a back throw for damage and vital positioning. Big time closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods knock down? Here comes the mix-up. Drops them from the air. All the throw connects. Player one is in a very good spot now. Getting up close and personal. Shrugs that off. Grabs them. Pancake time. Jump burns out. Drive it back, misses. 100 hands. I can't believe this time to bust this out. This unleashes some big damage. Ugh, take a seat. That was a magical shot. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Drops them. Big man's coming for you. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sticks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Checks them with a projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Long, low attack hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Sneaks in above. Pungent hand slap. Hits them with a stop and bop. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather, experiencing burnout. They're both drive lift, crowns them from above. Oh, here we go. Drops them. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Turning it right up with a super. A fireball at that range? Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.